Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. April has passed quickly and it's already May. This is the time of the year when we start seeing official photos of LEGO sets coming this summer. 2023 is no exception, and yesterday we could see a literal flood of images from various LEGO themes. I especially like the city sets that have been revealed. If you want to see the whole list, I recommend you to check out the article on Jay's Brick blog. You can find the link in the description. I really like the vibe of this wave, especially the buildings, looking forward to see them in person. LEGO revealed another brand new theme yesterday called Dreams, which also features a TV show and a whole bunch of super weird sets. Don't get me wrong, I love crazy ideas. This van and the crocodile sports car or this pirate thing are just awesome, but we've seen similar cool sets for the LEGO movie as well, and I don't think they were very successful. Let's hope things will change this time. Luckily, there is no app for the sets, so that's a good sign. If these aren't the sets you are looking for, I will show you the sets we'll be focusing on today. We have two brand new and one reloaded candidate from the Technic team, the 42157 John Deere 948L-II Skidder, the 42158 NASA Mars Rover Perseverance, and the 42162 Bugatti Bolide Agile Blue Edition. There is also a very surprising licensed creator vehicle that I will show you at the end. As always, I'm using the high-resolution photos and videos from the official website for this preview to show you all the exciting details without having the sets in hand. So, let's start with the Bugatti because that one seems to be the easiest. Price and piece count is the same as before, 905 pieces for €50 or dollars. As you can see here, LEGO really didn't do anything special with this set. All the yellow accents, stickers and parts were simply changed to blue. I'm not sure about the exact shade of blue, but I would say it's dark azure like the panels of the muscle car in the car transporter set or the blue parts of the 6x6 all-terrain tow truck. It's interesting to switch between the two box arts because it's really all about the yellow pieces. The background has changed, okay, it's a different racetrack, and there's another update. The CSR Racing logo is gone from the box and the sticker on the side is gone too. That's pretty funny because it seemed to be a partnership that was planned but somehow didn't really work out. And again, it hasn't completely disappeared without a trace. The CSR logo can still be seen on the blue car in the lifestyle photos, and it also appears in the promotional video, which is really funny. Focusing on the parts, the printed wheel arches will definitely be new, and we will also get a lot of recolors. In fact, almost all the previously yellow parts will be new in this shade of blue, aside from a few basic beams and, interestingly, this little panel here that already appeared in dark azure in the remote-controlled buggy set. I'm sure many of you will ask why we need the same set in a different color. It stole the opportunity from another awesome Technic set after all, but I don't think that's the case. It could be that LEGO is experimenting with recolors, as in the case of the Fiat 500 with a special and somehow limited blue edition. In the comments, people keep complaining about the color choices of the sets, especially for the cars. There were many complaints about the black and yellow combination of the Bugatti. Why did the Ford GT have to be blue? Why is the Peugeot boring grey? The Ford Raptor is ugly in orange, and so on. Well, here's an opportunity to get a set in a different color scheme. I like this new initiative, it's great to have more color choices for many parts and it doesn't require much effort from the designers. If it fits into LEGO's production plans, I would love to see color variations for other sets in the future, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Now let's take a look at the John Deere Skidder. This is the second set with this license after the smaller tractor, so fans of yellow and green heavy machinery will definitely be pleased. The set has 1,492 pieces and the RRP is €190 or $200. The set isn't motorized but has several pneumatic functions, which is great. But what is a skidder? This is a vehicle used in a logging operation to pull cut trees out of a forest. Until now there was nothing like it in the LEGO Technic product line apart from a B model, I think. A somehow related vehicle was the Forest Machine a few years ago that was also pneumatic and worked with trees. In that set we had logs to work with, which are missing in the John Deere version. I assume this machine requires much larger logs that aren't as easy to brick build, but it would still be nice to have something to grab. On the back of the box we see another view of the skidder. I believe this is the first set where the front of the vehicle is on the back of the box. You can see a small photo of the real thing, 9-liter engine, 22 tons, a beast. On the top row you can see the functions, the hand-of-God steering with the knob on the top, the blade operated by the knob on the right side, and the various pneumatic functions. The different pneumatic elements are listed on the side, one yellow cylinder, 4 dark bluish grey ones, the blue pump and 3 switches. For the gripper there are new claw pieces with rubber inserts. These will work well with various large models. Here above is the yellow pneumatic cylinder that operates this function. The boom has some new A-frame elements, which will probably also be included in the mystical rumored Leaper crane set. Below we have some system parts to spice up the Technic construction, and there are 4 dark bluish grey cylinders that first appeared in last year's material handler. We can clearly see the new heavy-duty differential at the rear, and also at the front. This element first appeared in the Ferrari Daytona set. The cabin looks nice and detailed with opening doors. One odd element is the hand-of-God steering wheel knob on the top. For some curious reason, the cross-axle isn't a perfect fit. There's a gap between the gear and the stopper, allowing the gear to slide up and down. You can see this in the lifestyle photos as well, although the gap seems to be smaller here. The seat can be rotated so the operator can face both directions, and that's how the steering works. There are 2 of the fairly new 3x11 frames in green on the sides. There are 2 large turntables in the middle for the steering. There isn't much detail on the front. Here is the pump and many green panels. The grille seems to be made of a big pile of 1x1 tiles, which looks pretty interesting. The blade is operated by 2 small linear actuators. The knob on the right is used to control the elevation. Here's a sneak peek of the engine. It doesn't use the standard engine block and piston pieces, but for the first time uses the new 3-module long frictionless pins as pistons, a clever solution. We didn't see much of the suspension setup, but there is definitely something going on. So, at first glance, the set is pretty impressive and functional. It reminds me of the heavy-duty tow truck in terms of functionality we get for a similar price. The other set is something new to the Technic range, created in collaboration with NASA, the Perseverance Mars Rover. It's not on LEGO.com yet, so we don't have high-resolution photos, but enough to see most of the features. It has a lot of details and looks pretty accurate with its many brick-built instruments. There are brand new wheel pieces. I wonder if they are dual molded or if the grey inserts can be removed somehow. The suspension follows the original design with the rocker and bogie setup, and even has the differential on top connecting the left and right rockers. I don't mean the classic LEGO differential, but this link here. As for the steering, the front and rear wheels turn in opposite directions, as you can see in this photo. They are connected with U-joints and knob gears, but apparently the 2 sides are also connected in the middle, where there are additional knob gears. The turntable piece is new in white, by the way. The robot arm is controlled with several gears and has the spectrometer and camera module, the drill, and probably even more. Other than the turntable, I haven't really found any new or recolored parts, although this is a funny one. I swear it's a white carrot there. We also have a brick-built version of Ingenuity, the small robotic helicopter, which has some nice and accurate details even at this scale. Another hint of something interesting on the box, the AR logo. I know we are all suffering from PTSD after the 2 pullback Technic sets from last year, so we are all a bit skeptical when it comes to LEGO's AR attempts, but in this case it has the potential to be good and useful. Just like the functionality in the Control Plus profile of the Zetros, we can get an AR overlay here that shows how the real rover works and what the different instruments are. So it can be really informative and educational. Fingers crossed, please LEGO, don't screw this up. I would rather wait until we have more photos and information to explore all the features, but it definitely seems like an interesting set. By the way, it consists of 1132 pieces and the retail price is expected to be 95 euros. And here's the last set I wanted to talk about that made a surprise appearance, the 40650 Creator Land Rover Classic Defender. This is a minifig scale version of the Defender, apparently released as a tiny companion to the Icons Defender. There's even a photo with both of them on LEGO.com, and the big one also appears on the box. Why Creator? Why not Speed Champions? This could be related to some corporate strategy, as in the case of the Vespa, for which a small Creator version was also released. This set is also referred to in the gallery of the Defender, by the way. I think it looks cool. The boxy Defender is definitely a good subject for a minifig scale car. As far as I can see, the grille is a sticker, but the headlights seem to be printed. I need to get it as soon as possible. The set has 150 pieces and the price is 15 euros or dollars. So those were the sets that have been revealed so far, and there is one more interesting piece of information about the release date. All of these sets are scheduled for a 1st of June release, which is quite unexpected since we thought the next wave of Technic sets would be released in August as usual. So folks, let me know in the comments what you think of these sets. Do you like them? Is there anything exciting in the photos? Are there any new official photos you've stumbled across? Let's talk about it. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.